Red Dead Online is the multiplayer component of Red Dead Redemption 2. Based in the same western setting as the single player game, you will create your own character, upgrade skills, and play in an open world with other players. The game has different biomes, 4-player missions, events, and different unique roles that you unlock. When it comes to missions in game, they generally have cutscenes and are engaging. Since launch, they have continuously been adding different missions in the game, including the new hardcore telegraph missions and other story missions. A big update last year was the introduction of their version of a horde mode called Call to Arms. So this involves you in a team defending different towns for up to 10 waves. It provides something different in the ability to test your builds and skills. Speaking of which, the game's unique abilities are fun to play around with. However, once you have the deck you want, I rarely find myself going back and changing the cards. The major highlight of Red Dead Online is its setting and graphics. It can truly be breathtaking and immersive. And if you like that western cowboy aesthetic, then this game's easily one of the best shared co-op environments. When it comes to content, the majority of the game is focused on 5 different unique roles. You can unlock and complete all roles at the same time. And yes, the game has missions you can complete. However, the majority of the time I played, it was around leveling these roles. And these roles show off the best and the worst parts of the game. So one of the biggest draws of the game is the diversity of the different roles. They cater to different play styles and allow the player to engage with the world in different ways. This is shown the different roles offering more than just combat focus. They offer roles that integrate into the setting and allow for different experiences than most open world games. And as this is such a major factor of the game, I'm going to briefly go through these roles. So firstly, we have the bounty hunter. This is your stereotypical role you see in Western films. In this job, you go to towns or outposts and grab wanted posters off the town boards. These can be bounties for one NPC or even multiple NPCs at the same time. These bounties refresh over time. However, the game also has repeatable legendary bounties that go up in difficulty and have a short story cutscene. So for the bounties, players will need to track down and capture the bounty dead or alive, and then return them to a jail or jail car. If the player brings the bounty alive, they receive a high reward. The role has numerous unique strategies on how the player can capture the target. So this can include going stealth to take out certain guards, rushing in to grab the target, or planning an ambush. If you're looking for a game to be a bounty hunter in, then Red Dead Online has added a lot to like about this role. The trader is a role where the player's camp is turned into a trading business. The base's NPC will use supplies and animals you bring back to create products for the player to sell. To get the supplies, the player can buy them or complete a mission. Once you have enough product, you will need to deliver them by wagon. You get the option to sell in close to your base or further away for more profit. But be warned, your product can get damaged on the way and other players can attack you. This role is for players who like hunting and delivery missions, as the better quality the animal hunted, the more you can make. The Collector is one of the jobs that sees a big difference in the way you play the game. It allows for a non-combat role that promotes the player exploring and looting enemies. So in this role, players will gain collectibles around the map and use treasure maps to finish off collections. So this allows for the player to explore the world without directly needing to go into combat, even though sometimes that can be unavoidable. There are different collections including antique bottles, herbs and fossils, and you can unlock a metal detector to help you find loot. The Moonshine is extremely similar to the trader role, however it has a few differences at the start. So in this role, players will need to buy property where they can complete a few missions to set it up. Once set up, players can complete missions and create Moonshine to sell. So NPCs will request certain types of Moonshine which the player can make to gain bigger profit. Just like the trader role, players will need to use a wagon to deliver their goods. However, because it's moonshining, NPC guards will be patrolling the roads. Also, your goods can be damaged, so you have to be careful when transporting them. With this role, you get to upgrade and customize your property, and you get to choose which region your property is in. The Naturalist shows some of the uniqueness of Red Dead Online. In this role, players are given a compendium of animals they need to kill, skin, sedate, study, and photograph. There's also legendary animals which players can sedate for a sample or poach to create special clothing. This allows the player to engage the world differently than before. So instead of hunting, you can sedate and revive animals after you take a sample. This role has the player decide if they want to take out animals or try to get special gear, or even just sedate animals to complete their role. The role also offers random events and legendary animal maps as well. A significant issue with the game is its infrequent updates. While there is a lot to complete in the game has around 2 major updates per year, and it's not uncommon for a season pass to be ended for weeks/months before they release a new one. This is definitely a game focused on the journey rather than the destination. Some players may not like that the main roles require grinding or paying real world money to unlock. For some regular players, this isn't too expensive. However, for new players, it will force you to pick and choose which role you want to complete first. After purchasing the game, if you play frequently enough, you do not require any other in-game purchases, as you can earn the premium currency in-game. However, you have to be happy with a little grinding. For my recommendation, I suggest unlocking the Bounty Hunter first, as you can receive gold to help unlock other roles. Some players may not like having to pay to unlock new content. However, noting all new content can be earned in-game, it's a personal preference. Overall, the game visually is breathtaking with an amazing aesthetic. If you're looking for an open world multiplayer game in a western setting, it's hard not to recommend Red Dead Online. If the uniqueness of the roles interests you, then it's definitely worth checking out. The stunning world with its unique encounters and even more unique roles make Red Dead Online a great experience. However, just be prepared for some grinding and infrequent updates.